Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a bonus tarot reading. So whenever you find yourself guided or drawn to this video, it's most definitely meant for you, given it is timeless. But I do want to thank you so much in advance for all of your support on this channel and, for this specific reading in the form of likes, comments down below. If you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, join the Strong Leo tribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new reading, which happens to be pretty much every day recently. Anyways, and I do want to express on a side note the support and the views, the likes, the comments on all the Leo readings these days. Absolutely astounding. Thank you so much. I can't even express it enough. But more importantly, the overall message for your bonus read that I received from Spirit: get ready for this change. It'll change everything. Get ready for this change. It'll change everything. All right. We're going to begin and pull however many oracle cards we get. I think we're going to aim for 6, and then we'll pull some tarot to clarify. I just heard, what do you need? It's yours. What do you need? It is yours. What else do we have for Leo? Okay. Wasn't sure if I was gonna. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put this in the upright. All right. It looks like we have 7. We'll take a bonus. All right. I feel like you're very, very guided at this time, very protected, and I feel as if that's a huge reason why you're about to succeed at this big change that almost I feel will trickle out to other changes and adjustments, other forms of success. But it's a time where you need to remain empowered. Okay, you need to put up boundaries with others to protect that empowerment, that pride, that self-esteem, if you will, to keep your vibration high and not let others, uh, per se, low vibrational energies, maybe even energy vampires, to get the best of you or to bring you down. It's very important that you trust that you are backed up and supported at this time, not only by spirit, by your guides, your team of them, but by the universe. Okay, that's coming through very, very strongly. I feel as if some people are a little scared of what you could potentially be capable of, whether it's your psychic abilities, your spiritual connection, your talents. It might just be your bold presence, but I just feel as if that's part of why you deal with some difficulties at times. Anyways, just remember you're protected. We're beginning with compassion. I'm going to show it first. Now, when I put these cards out at first, they were speaking upon your loyal heart being something that's going to prevail and come in handy moving forward. It's part of why you're getting what you deserve, what you desire. 6 of Pentacles. So you're stressed, right? You're stressed in the midst of trying to help others or just keep that compassion alive. You're pushed to understand that not everybody deserves your compassion, right? If they've done you dirty, if they've treated you wrong, if they've given you a reason to not trust them, then absolutely aim your compassion, your care, your loyal heart towards those who deserve it, who have proven to be trustworthy, okay? But all the meanwhile, in the midst of stress, or just, I feel like even communication through your dreams, you're reminded that this change that's close enough to the point where you can almost taste it is going to feel so abundant. You're receiving knowledge, information, being informed by spirit through your dreams, right? Even if those are daydreams, when you space out, Leo, right, in the middle of a conversation, in the middle of working, in the middle of just watching something on television or on your computer or phone, understand that where you're drifting to is a message, right? It's something from spirit to clarify where you're heading or where it could have went, right? A situation that you're leaving behind. I feel like it's almost a storm warning in a sense. You're being led to push to a change, an adjustment that may cost you a little bit of money potentially. Some it won't. Either way, it feels like it will leads you to a better, healthy spot where you can finally heal from all you've been through. It's going to entail you needing to heal from where you have been or from what you've been coping with and dealing with recently. Okay? Bear with me as I struggle, but I feel like that was key wording. I feel as if you've been doing an amazing job, as I almost swear. Um, you may be feeling inclined to swear these days as a form of release, of form of healing to just get it out of your system. But I feel like you've been doing a great job of dealing with a lot of difficulties, a lot of stress, certain difficult energies potentially. And I feel like once you move on, once you're granted this change, this opportunity from the universe, from spirit, to invest in something new or just to begin something fresh, either involves your money in one way, shape, or form, or your career, which obviously does involve your money to an extent. 2 pages. This fresh opportunity that you're learning about is going to teach you something about yourself, who you're becoming, what you desire, the type of energies you want to be surrounded with, right? The type of situations that are going to benefit you moving forward. It's going to teach you about your future, okay? And even potentially about what you've been through in the past. I feel like further back than what you've been dealing with these days. But all the meanwhile, you're going to see small synchronicities, even larger ones. Things are going to connect so interestingly. You're going to see feathers, angel numbers, stuff like that to remind you that you're very much guided and protected at this time. That nothing happens by accident, okay? At least not in a Leo's life, right? Whew, I feel like at times you just can't catch your breath from all you have going on, from the energies you're picking up on if you're empathic, or just from your spiritual connection, or just the people that try to make it more difficult than need be. All right? Do trust that you will get what you deserve, okay? Even towards the end of the situation that you're looking to replace or move on from, or the end of right before this adjustment or this change, you're given a chance to heal. You may not expect it, even after this reading, but it's almost like you are granted random moments to heal so you can keep moving forward. Spirit doesn't want to see a Leo give up when all that lies ahead is 10 times better than what you've experienced up until this point. There is a chance to save money in the future as well, which I don't feel is connected to this specific change. But again, it's one of those other changes and adjustments, opportunities that'll trickle from where you're heading, what you're moving towards, what you're looking to acquire, the change you're being given basically by the universe at this time or soon enough. Okay? If you didn't move towards this change, if you didn't embrace it, if you stayed where you were, or didn't, again, allow for the universe to help you in this way, you wouldn't acquire this chance to save money in the future, period. All right? Or for some of you, even more love coming into your life side by side with that. They could be intertwined. Okay? There's justice at the bottom of the deck in the midst of a situation that is very much limiting. Okay? You are very, very protected. It just feels like you need to understand that not everybody's going to have your back moving forward, and clearly that's the case at this time. But I bring it up because you need to hear that some people just have a bigger bark than their bite. You know what I mean? And I feel like at times Leos do. Sure, we're all guilty of it from time to time. But it feels more relevant for somebody or multiple people you're dealing with at this time. There's a commitment in the form of a passionate fresh start you're going to embark upon moving forward, and it's meant for you. Okay, this is again that move of residence, that new job. It could be multiple, but it starts with one big change where it just re-lights you up inside. You'll feel a lot calmer. You'll feel more at peace, more at ease. You'll feel instinctively, intuitively, as if things are just a lot more comfortable. They're just better fitting for you. You're going to find that you're surrounded by naturally better types of energies for you. Maybe once upon a time you wouldn't have thought those were the type of energies you should associate yourself with or would benefit you, but you've changed and grown since then. You have to remember that. There's a lot of light that you are shining, exuding at this time, even in the midst of difficulties, but that light is going to expand and grow as you embark upon this commitment. Um, Obviously, if you're signing a contract or embarking upon a commitment in that sense. Read everything thoroughly, right? Get the information you need, but trust your instinct, your intuition, the feeling you get in your gut, just as well as trusting the feeling you get in your system when it comes to negative energies. A situation that needs to be replaced or removed from your life. You should equally be trusting that feeling when it comes to what you want to embark upon. All right. And I feel as if people are going to view you as even more of a leader than you ever thought. Naturally, in a reading talking about a lot of change and adjustments and moving towards bigger and better, and just seeing things kind of snowball in the right direction for you. 3 out of the 4 pages come out of this deck. All right. Moving on to the second half of the reading, we have forgiveness. There's a need to adjust your perspective on somebody that needs to be forgived. All right. It was interesting because this came out in reverse at first, but I put it in the upright position. This could be somebody coming back from the past, or it could be somebody in your situation you're dealing with now. All right. Um, Oh, okay. For the majority of you Leos, this is forgiving oneself. You may not feel as if you deserve that forgiveness at times, but then you're going to be pushed to recognize that you need to forgive yourself for not either recognizing that the situation wasn't healthy in the beginning, that was purposeful. Sometimes spirit, your guides can block that feeling so that you move into the situation temporarily to learn a karmic lesson or just to make the best until this better opportunity came at the right time. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always a reason, a level of destined timing. Everything happens for a reason. You would not have grown in the way you've grown, for the better and for the worse, mainly for the better, right? Um, in order to, you wouldn't have grown in the way you have if it wasn't for the difficulties you've experienced recently, okay? You know better now. Adjust your mindset, your approach moving forward. And I feel like you now know how to make the best out of this opportunity, this commitment. And I just feel like you're attracting a lot of opportunities after that. A lot of love, a lot of new friendships, new acquaintances, a lot of new energies where it just will feel fresh. It's almost like Leo's being granted this new chance at life, this new form of life, right? It's as if your compassion needs to be uh, aimed, geared towards yourself, towards oneself for a bit, especially right after this commitment begins, okay? In order to heal even more so, in order to recognize how to make the best out of where you're at, and to just trust your intuition moving forward. I do feel like you just need to give yourself more credit, a little bit of slack, and you're almost setting a tone in that sense for how people treat you moving forward, right? Just to remember all the meanwhile, interesting that people, that you set the tone and how others um, encounter your energy, horrible wording, how they interact with you, okay? As I took a sip of water, I feel like you're going to be reminded to stay hydrated, to stay healthy, to keep up a healthy work routine, okay? Don't not overwork yourself, especially after you embark upon this routine, because I feel like things are going to get very busy for you. Embark upon this routine. I meant embark upon this commitment. You know what I mean? All right. I feel like your wording's not going to be perfect, but people are going to love the way you stumble upon your words, your quirky way of being, your strong passion that is exuded from everything you say and do and create and develop. There's something about the way you're changing. People are looking at you and just a little bit in awe. Some people feel as if they're not going to be able to come with you, and it's almost as if you don't have to make that decision for them or for yourself. It's like everything's naturally going to start to adjust and change and develop after you make this big change and adjustment. It's like igniting this, let everything fall into place as it may. And there will be certain adjustments and changes you need to stand up and make for yourself, of course. Not everything's going to happen perfectly, but I do feel like a lot of which, or some of which, will just happen on its own in a very natural evolution kind of way. But we have the Emperor coming up for willpower. And you're reminded that in the midst of healing, that it's going to take a bit, it's going to take some time. You've been through a shit ton. People have put you through the ringer, I feel they need to say. As I'm drawn back to the Justice card, you need to reinstill that balance. Even if you fully can't see the end point or the success in this new commitment, this new change in situation, or even all of the changes that lie ahead, if you're very intuitive, if you're very psychic to an extent, you're going to be surprised as to how accurate you are with what lies ahead, okay? So just trust in your abilities. But I feel like you need to dig for that willpower to take a new approach, to re-examine your world as it changes and develops, to understand that the ball's in your court in pretty much every situation moving forward as you create and develop. You're going to find that at certain points in this new chapter, this commitment's going to be viewed, or needs to be viewed, labeled by the universe as a new chapter for you, Leo. Okay, a healthy one, a vibrant one, a busy one to say the least. But don't be surprised if there are times, if you look at this Emperor card, where you feel very serious, right? Very stern. It's you maturing, you sort of recovering from all you've been going through, all of the difficulties. But it feels like you are figuring out how to live your life in a healthier manner, or how to sort of balance out the dark and the light, right? How to be a better leader, how to make money without stressing oneself out, or how to just enjoy your life more. And it's interesting how, as you try to figure out how to enjoy your life more while healing, you seem to not be enjoying it as much from the eyes of others or their perspective. But in the midst of it all, your mind is going through a lot of important adjustments, and um, just figuring things out for yourself, right? As I do feel like it all just, you could be doing some reflecting on what you left behind, or what you want to leave behind if you're moving forward. And you find that you embark upon this commitment, and it feels good, it feels right, but it feels temporary. You feel like or you intuitively know there's another big change that it's meant to lead to, okay? That not everybody, once again, will support, but it's about having the courage to embrace that commitment, and to understand that every commitment leads to another one, right? Or will sort of be replaced by another one down the line, however it works for you. Not to forget that you're the line of the zodiac, as this is our energy. Do you know how strong you are from all you've been through? Do you know how strong you are from certain commitments that aren't meant to be in the long run? Spirit is so damn proud of you and will protect you moving forward, but needs you to go through some necessary reflecting before you get to that bigger change and adjustment that you know intuitively is meant for you, that may feel very full circle. There's a very full circle kind of feeling coming up time and time again in your situation, in your life, in your chapters. But all the meanwhile, there's this level of courage that is going to feel very apparent to you, and very, very much apparent to the eyes of others, right? And your energy as well when it comes to what you're reaching for, your independence. It feels like moving forward, people would just want to support you and help you, and recognize that a Leo needs to go after what they deserve, to not be limited anymore, as it feels like in the form of this commitment, and even more in the form of a bigger commitment and change down the line. Once again, I'm seeing a lion in a cage, if you look at the cage in the back of this imagery, and Spirit just very gently opening up that cage and being like, you're free. You're free, Leo. All right? Oof, as I get a little bit emotional, and I feel like it's a long time coming, and you're finally able to live your life in the way you're meant to be a free, courageous lion. And it's all the meanwhile, you are empowered to live your life in the way you're meant to, once again, to be who you're meant to. And I truly feel like it's going to be a life full of a lot of love, success, and financial comfort. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have an amazing day, week, and month. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.